Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando's portrayal of Vito Corleone in The Godfather is widely considered one of the greatest performances in cinematic history. Brando breathed life into the aging patriarch of the Corleone family, a man shrouded in power and steeped in tradition. Vito's raspy voice, achieved by stuffing his cheeks with cotton balls during filming, became instantly recognizable. His steely gaze and measured movements conveyed an aura of quiet authority, demanding respect without needing to raise his voice. Despite his ruthlessness in protecting his family's interests, Vito also displayed a surprising tenderness, particularly towards his youngest son, Michael. This complexity made him a captivating and unforgettable character. Brando's career stretched far beyond The Godfather. He burst onto the scene in the 1950s with iconic roles in films like A Streetcar Named Desire and On the Waterfront, establishing himself as a method actor known for his intense preparation and commitment to his craft. He was a chameleon, transforming himself completely for each role. His later career saw him take on diverse projects, from historical dramas like Julius Caesar to the motorcycle gang film The Wild One. Brando's impact on acting is undeniable. He challenged traditional methods and paved the way for a more naturalistic style of performance. His influence can be seen in generations of actors who continue to strive for authenticity in their portrayals. However, Brando's personal life was often tumultuous. His unorthodox methods on set and his reputation for being difficult to work with led to friction with directors and studios. Despite his undeniable talent, his career experienced highs and lows. Marlon Brando passed away in 2004 at the age of 80. His legacy as a groundbreaking actor and cultural icon remains firmly established. Vito Corleone stands as a testament to his brilliance, a character that continues to resonate with audiences and inspire filmmakers to this day. James Caan. James Caan's portrayal of Sonny Corleone in The Godfather is nothing short of iconic. Sonny, the eldest son of Don Vito Corleone, embodies the impulsive and violent side of the Corleone family. He's fiercely loyal and protective, particularly towards his younger brother Michael. However, his hot-headedness often leads him into trouble, a key character flaw that ultimately contributes to his tragic demise. Caan's performance is electrifying. He captures Sonny's explosive temper and brash confidence with a captivating intensity. The scene where he unleashes his fury after finding his daughter's prized horse dead is a testament to Caan's raw talent. Despite his flaws, Sonny evokes a certain sympathy. He's a family man who craves his father's approval and longs to prove his worth. His death, a brutal and shocking spectacle, marks a turning point in the film, pushing Michael deeper into the Corleone's criminal world. Beyond The Godfather, James Caan enjoyed a long and distinguished career. He starred in a variety of films, showcasing his versatility. He brought a comedic touch to roles in Honeymoon in Vegas, and Elf delivered a chilling performance as a literary agent in Misery, and displayed his dramatic chops in Thief and Flesh and Bone. Caan also earned critical acclaim for his television work, receiving an Emmy nomination for his role in the miniseries Brian's Song. Caan's impact on cinema goes beyond his filmography. His ability to portray complex characters, from hotheads to rogues, with both intensity and vulnerability, inspired generations of actors. His legacy is one of raw talent, unwavering dedication to his craft, and a willingness to explore diverse roles. James Caan passed away in 2022, leaving behind a rich body of work and a lasting influence on the film industry. His portrayal of Sonny Corleone remains a cornerstone of cinematic history. Richard S. Castellano. Richard S. Castellano brought Peter Clemenza to life in The Godfather. Clemenza, a loyal Capo regime captain within the Corleone family, was a complex character. A skilled hitman with a gruff exterior, he also possessed a surprising tenderness, evident in his love for cooking and family. Castellano's iconic portrayal captured this duality perfectly. Castellano's career before The Godfather was relatively modest. He transitioned from construction work to acting in his late 20s, finding success in off-Broadway theater. His breakthrough came with the film Lovers and Other Strangers, in 1970, earning him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. The Godfather catapulted Castellano to international fame. His gruff charm and memorable delivery of lines like "Leave the gun, take the cannoli" cemented Clemenza as a fan favorite. Unfortunately, Castellano's request for more money and script control for The Godfather Part 2 led to his character's off-screen demise. Despite the missed opportunity in the sequel, Castellano's impact on The Godfather is undeniable. His performance helped establish the film as a masterpiece, influencing countless gangster movies to come. He continued to act in films like Honor Thy Father and Gangster Wars, though none reached the heights of The Godfather. Richard S. Castellano passed away in 1988 at the age of 55 from a heart attack. While his career was relatively short, his portrayal of Clemenza remains a masterclass in character acting. His legacy lies in his ability to breathe life into a complex character, reminding audiences of humanity that can exist even within the brutal world of organized crime. Francis Ford. In Francis Ford Coppola's masterpiece, The Godfather, Sterling Hayden embodied Captain Mark McCluskey, a morally conflicted police officer. However, his world is far from black and white. Haunted by his wartime experiences and disillusioned by the system, McCluskey is drawn into a tense dance with the Corleones. Hayden's portrayal is nuanced. McCluskey initially appears relentless in his pursuit of Vito Corleone. He leaks information to the press and employs aggressive tactics, yet a sense of weariness hangs over him. He seems to understand the futility of his fight against a deeply entrenched power structure. This inner conflict makes McCluskey a fascinating character, caught between duty and a cynical view of the world. Sterling Hayden's career spans several decades, marked by a range of roles. Before The Godfather, he established himself in westerns and war films. Notably, he starred in Stanley Kubrick's satirical masterpiece Dr. Strangelove or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb 1964. His imposing stature and commanding voice often landed him roles as authority figures or tough guys. However, Hayden actively sought complex characters. In later years, he embraced character roles, showcasing his dramatic versatility. Beyond acting, Hayden was a passionate sailor. He even won the prestigious transatlantic race in 1960. This love for the sea fueled a public dispute with Hollywood that ultimately led him to quit acting for a period. Sterling Hayden passed away in 1986. His death, attributed to prostate cancer, marked the end of a captivating career. His impact on cinema goes beyond his iconic roles. He challenged Hollywood conventions, refusing to be typecast. His portrayals often explored the complexities of masculinity and the inner struggles of seemingly stoic characters. Hayden's legacy is one of depth and integrity. He brought a nuanced realism to his performances, reminding audiences that even the good guys grapple with moral ambiguity. While The Godfather cemented his place in cinematic history, his diverse filmography offers a testament to his remarkable talent. John Marley. John Marley brought Jack Woltz, a powerful and ruthless Hollywood producer, to life in The Godfather. Woltz embodied the dark side of the film industry, wielding his influence with an iron fist. He initially refuses the Corleones' request to cast Johnny Fontaine, he played by Al Martino, though John Martino also appeared as a separate character in a coveted role, showcasing his arrogance and disregard for those he deems beneath him. This sets the stage for the now iconic scene where Woltz wakes up to find his prize stallion's severed head in his bed, a brutal message from the Corleones demonstrating the consequences of defying them. Marley's career spanned over 4 decades, with appearances in nearly 250 films and television shows. He was a prolific character actor, often playing gruff or authoritative figures. While The Godfather is arguably his most well-known role, he delivered memorable performances in films like Love Story 1970, where he played the father of Ali McGraw's character, and the cult classic The Car 1977, where he portrayed a beleaguered sheriff. Marley's ability to portray complex characters with a touch of humanity resonated with audiences. He wasn't just a one-note villain, he could imbue his roles with a sense of vulnerability or hidden depths. John Marley passed away in 1984 at the age of 76. While details of his later life are not widely publicized, his legacy lives on through his extensive body of work. He is remembered for his versatility, his ability to command the screen with a powerful presence, and his contribution to some of cinema's most iconic films. His performance in The Godfather, while relatively brief, stands out as a chilling example of the ruthless power dynamics at play in the world of organized crime and its intersection with Hollywood. Abe Vigoda. Abe Vigoda's portrayal of Salvatore Tessio in The Godfather was a complex and ultimately tragic one. Tessio was a longtime friend and cap regime captain within the Corleone family, serving under Vito Corleone for decades. He was known for his loyalty and experience, often acting as a trusted advisor. However, as the power struggle intensifies after the attack on Vito, Tessio's loyalty begins to waver. Lured by promises of leadership from another family, Tessio betrays Michael by suggesting a seemingly peaceful summit as a trap. This act of betrayal seals his fate, as Michael eliminates those who threaten his position. Vigoda's career spanned over 6 decades, with his weathered face and world-weary demeanor becoming his trademark. While The Godfather brought him widespread recognition, his most iconic role might be Phil Fish on the 1970s sitcom Barney Miller. This character, a grumpy yet lovable detective with a penchant for complaining, resonated with audiences for years. Vigoda's career wasn't limited to television, however. He appeared in numerous films, including Lenny and Look Who's Talking Now. He also continued working on stage, showcasing his versatility as an actor. Abe Vigoda's impact on popular culture is undeniable. He became a beloved character actor, his signature look and deadpan humor sparking countless memes and references even long after his death. His legacy is one of dedication to his craft, consistently delivering memorable performances regardless of the role's size. In contrast to his on-screen demise, Abe Vigoda passed away peacefully in 2016 at the age of 94. Despite a long and successful career, he often joked about the misconception that he had died years earlier, even having a website dedicated to answering the question, "Is Abe Vigoda dead?" This good-natured approach to a persistent rumor solidified his place as a beloved figure in the entertainment industry. Alex Rocco. In The Godfather, Alex Rocco embodied Mo Green, a powerful Las Vegas casino owner who fiercely resisted the Corleones' expansion into his territory. Green clashed with the Italian-American Corleones, representing a simmering tension within the criminal underworld. Rocco's portrayal was unforgettable. His gruff voice, thick eyebrows, and imposing presence made Green a formidable opponent for Michael Corleone. Their iconic scene, where Green dismissively insults Michael and says, "You're a young punk, Corleone." When you were going out with cheerleaders, cemented Green's arrogance and ultimately sealed his fate. Rocco's career spanned 5 decades, with a talent for portraying tough guys and gangsters. Beyond The Godfather, he appeared in films like The Friends of Eddie Coyle and St. Valentine's Day Massacre. He also surprised audiences with his comedic timing, winning an Emmy Award for his role as a brash Hollywood agent in the famous Teddy Z. Despite his success in portraying tough characters, Rocco himself was described as a kind and generous individual. Sadly, Alex Rocco passed away in 2015 at the age of 79. While details are private, his death was attributed to cancer. His legacy, however, lives on. He is remembered not just for his iconic portrayal of Mo Green, but for his versatility as an actor who could bring depth and complexity to any role. He leaves behind a filmography that showcases his talent and a reminder that even the toughest on-screen characters can be played by individuals with warmth and humor. Lenny Montana. Lenny Montana embodied Luca Brasi, a fearsome enforcer for the Corleone family in The Godfather. Luca's imposing stature and limited vocabulary spoke volumes. He was a man of brute force, known for his ruthless efficiency in eliminating enemies. Despite his intimidating presence, Luca displayed a surprising loyalty to Don Corleone. This loyalty was tragically exploited, leading to Luca's demise in a shocking scene that cemented his place as a memorable character. Montana's acting career wasn't extensive, but his portrayal of Luca Brasi left a lasting impression. He wasn't a trained actor, but his real-life background as a professional wrestler lent authenticity to the character. Interestingly, his initial nervousness around Marlon Brando during filming unintentionally translated into Luca's stoic demeanor, adding another layer to the character. Beyond The Godfather, Montana appeared in a handful of films throughout the 70s and 80s. He often played tough guy roles, leveraging his physical presence in movies like They Went That Away, and Battle Creek Brawl. He even took a turn in a comedic role alongside Steve Martin in The Jerk. However, Luca Brasi remained his most iconic character. Lenny Montana passed away in 1992. While his acting career wasn't prolific, his impact on cinema is undeniable. He helped define the archetype of the imposing, silent enforcer in gangster films. His legacy lives on not just through The Godfather, but also through the countless films that drew inspiration from his portrayal of Luca Brasi. Richard Bright. Richard Bright's character in the Godfather trilogy was Al Neri, a man of few words but unwavering loyalty. Though not prominently featured, Al Neri served as a crucial bodyguard and enforcer for Michael Corleone Al Pacino throughout the films. In the first film, Al Neri's background remains shrouded in mystery. However, his cold demeanor and efficient lethality hint at a violent past. He's often positioned near Michael, acting as a silent guardian. The Godfather Part 2 sheds some light on Al Neri's origins. We learn he was once a New York City police officer, possibly tarnished by a dark act. The Corleones used their influence to get him acquitted, solidifying his loyalty to Michael. Here, Al Neri becomes more directly involved in Michael's ruthless maneuvers, carrying out assassinations with chilling composure. The final Godfather film sees Al Neri as a seasoned hitman. He executes the shocking demise of Fredo Corleone or John Cazale and later, the Vatican banker Archbishop Gilday. Despite his limited dialogue, Al Neri's presence evokes a sense of dread, a constant reminder of the Corleones' ruthless efficiency. Richard Bright's career extended far beyond The Godfather. Known for his sharp features and steely gaze, he often portrayed shifty characters and criminals. He appeared in films like The Getaway and The Panic in Needle Park, showcasing his versatility in playing both menacing figures and troubled individuals. Tragically, Richard Bright's life ended abruptly in 2006 when he was struck by a bus in New York City. Though his roles were often supporting, his presence resonated with audiences. He embodied a specific type of character, the quiet enforcer, lurking in the shadows, a reminder of the unseen dangers lurking beneath the surface. Richard Bright's legacy lies in his ability to portray complex characters with minimal dialogue. He brought depth and menace to his roles, leaving a lasting impression on audiences despite limited screen time. His work in the Godfather trilogy cemented his place in cinematic history, forever associated with the Corleone family's ruthless world. Richard Conte. In The Godfather, Richard Conte embodied the cunning and ruthless Don Emilio Barzini, head of the Barzini crime family. Unlike the Corleones, who valued tradition and loyalty, Barzini operated with a cold, calculating hunger for power. He was a master manipulator, orchestrating events from the shadows and playing other families against each other. Conte's portrayal of Barzini was chillingly understated. He rarely raised his voice, relying on steely gazes and subtle gestures to convey his menace. This performance, though relatively brief, proved pivotal. Barzini emerges as the true mastermind behind the attacks on the Corleones, forcing Michael to unleash his own ruthless side to secure the family's survival. Conte's career spanned over 3 decades, establishing him as a leading figure in the film noir genre. Before The Godfather, he excelled in portraying complex anti-heroes and morally ambiguous characters. Films like Cry Tough and The Big Combo showcased his charisma and intensity. He even played a cop in Ocean's 11, showcasing his versatility. While crime films became his trademark, Conte wasn't limited to the gangster mold. He delivered powerful performances in war films like Operation Cross Eagles and explored dramatic territory in I'll Cry Tomorrow. This range cemented his reputation as a versatile and compelling actor. Richard Conte passed away in 1975 at the age of 65. Despite his later years being marked by a focus on European productions, his Hollywood career left a lasting impression. His ability to project a quiet menace and embody characters brimming with concealed intensity continues to influence aspiring actors and captivate audiences revisiting classic films. Julie Gregg. Julie Gregg's portrayal of Sandra Corleone in The Godfather offered a vital counterpoint to the film's darker themes. As Sonny Corleone's wife, Sandra embodied warmth and normalcy in a world steeped in violence and crime. Her presence provided a glimpse of the life the Corleones might have led under different circumstances. Despite not being directly involved in the family business, Sandra wasn't entirely shielded from its harsh realities. She witnessed the tensions and dangers that shadowed their lives, adding a layer of vulnerability to her character. Her tragic demise in childbirth served as a pivotal moment in the film. It not only highlighted the fragility of life but also fueled Sonny's rage, pushing him towards reckless actions that ultimately led to his own downfall. Sandra's death served as a reminder of the devastating consequences of the Corleones' lifestyle, even for those on the periphery. Beyond The Godfather, Julie Gregg's career showcased a remarkable versatility. She graced both television and film with her talents, captivating audiences with her ability to breathe life into a diverse range of characters. Her dedication to her craft spanned decades, leaving a lasting impression on the industry. Unlike the tragic fate of Sandra Corleone, Julie Gregg lived a long and fulfilling life, passing away peacefully in 2016. Remembered for her kindness and professionalism, she earned the respect of her peers and left a lasting legacy that extends far beyond her iconic role in The Godfather. John Marley. John Marley's Jack Woltz in The Godfather is a masterclass in impactful brevity. A Hollywood titan accustomed to dictating his terms, Woltz arrogantly dismisses the Corleone's proposition, setting him on a terrifying collision course with the family. The brutal aftermath serves as a chilling reminder of the Corleone's ruthless nature, all the more impactful because of Woltz's limited screen time. Despite playing a relatively minor role compared to the Corleones themselves, Marley's performance leaves an indelible mark. Marley, a seasoned actor with a long and illustrious career, passed away peacefully in 1984. Unlike the horrific fate that befell Woltz, Marley's life was filled with professional success. He honed his craft on stage before transitioning to film and television, eventually finding his way to Hollywood. Marley's captivating filmography showcased his versatility, encompassing roles in everything from lighthearted comedies to gritty dramas like The Godfather. His portrayal of Woltz, however, transcended the typical Hollywood producer archetype. Woltz wasn't just powerful, he radiated an air of untouchable arrogance. Marley delivered his lines with a chilling conviction, leaving no doubt about Woltz's self-assuredness. The scene's brilliance lies in its stark contrast. Woltz, a man accustomed to wielding control, finds himself utterly powerless against the Corleones. John Marley's impactful performance in The Godfather stands as a testament to the power of a well-developed character, even with limited screen time. He masterfully embodied the arrogance of a Hollywood kingpin, only to be brought low by the Corleones' chilling message. While Woltz met a gruesome end on screen, Marley himself enjoyed a long and fulfilling career, leaving behind a legacy that extends far beyond the shocking scene in The Godfather. Al Lettieri. Al Lettieri's portrayal of Virgil Sollozzo in The Godfather stands as a chilling reminder of the ruthless ambition that lurks beneath the surface of organized crime. Sollozzo, nicknamed the Turk, for his Sicilian heritage and involvement in the drug trade, represented a new breed of criminal, one more focused on profit than tradition. Unlike the Corleones, who upheld a certain code of honor, Sollozzo saw the narcotics business as a lucrative opportunity, unburdened by sentimentality. Lettieri's performance perfectly captured this cold calculation. With his imposing stature and steely gaze, he embodied a menacing presence that threatened to disrupt the established order. His iconic scene in the Italian restaurant, where he attempts to strong-arm the Corleones into a heroin deal, became a turning point in the film. It marked the escalation of tensions and ultimately led to a brutal on-screen demise for Sollozzo, a scene that cemented The Godfather's status as a gritty and unflinching portrayal of the mafia. However, Al Lettieri's career was tragically cut short. In 1975, at the young age of 47, he passed away from a heart attack. While his filmography remained relatively small, his impact on The Godfather is undeniable. His intense performance as Sollozzo helped elevate the film's portrayal of organized crime beyond the romanticized depictions of the past. Lettieri's legacy lives on not only through his performance in this iconic film, but also as a testament to the enduring power of The Godfather and its ability to capture the complexities and brutality of the mafia world. Tony Giorgio. In The Godfather, Tony Giorgio delivered a chilling performance as Bruno Tattaglia, a member of the Corleone's rival family. Although his screen time was fleeting, Bruno's presence served as a potent harbinger of the escalating conflict that would engulf the film. Giorgio's portrayal of Bruno was all the more effective for its brevity. We see him lurking behind the bar in a tense scene where Luca Brasi, the Corleone's enforcer, meets his grisly demise. Bruno's watchful presence, coupled with his cold, calculating demeanor, effectively communicated the simmering animosity between the families. While Bruno's fate mirrored that of Luca Brasi, a violent end for attempting to undermine the Corleones, Tony Giorgio's life unfolded quite differently. He enjoyed a long and successful career, passing away peacefully in 2012. Interestingly, Giorgio wasn't just an actor, he was also a highly skilled magician. His expertise in magic wasn't just a hobby. Giorgio was a respected figure in the magic community, even performing at the renowned Magic Castle in Los Angeles. He was particularly admired for his mastery of close-up magic, where the tricks unfold right before the audience's eyes. Beyond his impactful role in The Godfather, Giorgio graced the screens in numerous films and television shows throughout his career. While Bruno Tattaglia may have been a short-lived character, Tony Giorgio's legacy extends far beyond that, encompassing both his acting achievements and his passion for the art of magic. Vito Scotti. In the world of The Godfather, Vito Scotti played a friendly baker named Nazarene. He wasn't one of the main characters, but he had a memorable scene where he approached the powerful Don Corleone for a favor. Nazarene's biggest worry wasn't about gang wars or family rivalries. He simply wanted to keep his future son-in-law, Enzo, in America. Don Corleone, known for helping those who came to him, agreed to lend a hand. Even though Nazarene's role was small, it showed a different side of the Corleone family, their willingness to help even ordinary people. Vito Scotti, the actor who played Nazarene, was known for bringing Italian characters to life on screen. Throughout his career, he often played waiters, government officials, and friendly folks like Nazarene. Sadly, Vito Scotti passed away in 1996 at the age of 78. While the details are private, his death was reported as natural causes. Even though his time in The Godfather was brief, Nazarene, the baker with a big favor, remains a part of the film's rich tapestry. Victor Rendina. Victor Rendina played a key player in the power struggle depicted in The Godfather. Philip Tattaglia. Philip, the head of the Tattaglia family, was a rival don constantly at odds with the Corleones. Impulsive and hot-headed, Philip readily joined a conspiracy to eliminate Vito Corleone, the Godfather himself. This act of aggression played a major role in igniting the violent conflict that unfolds throughout the movie. While the movie doesn't explicitly show Philip's fate, it's heavily implied that he meets a grim end as punishment for his actions against the Corleones. In real life, Victor Rendina, the actor who brought Philip Tattaglia to life, passed away in 1985. While his death wasn't a dramatic tragedy, his acting career primarily focused on supporting roles. Despite this, Rendina enjoyed a steady and successful career, appearing in both television and film throughout his life. His dedication to his craft left a lasting impression on his fellow actors. Even though he may not be a household name, Victor Rendina's contribution to classic films like The Godfather ensures his place in film history. He helped bring the world of the Corleones and their rivals to life, reminding us that even characters with smaller roles play a vital part in telling a captivating story. Jeannie Linero. In The Godfather, Jeannie Linero portrayed Lucy Mancini, a character who played a relatively small part in the grand narrative of the Corleone family. She was Sonny Corleone's mistress, appearing in a few key scenes that established Sonny's impulsive and occasionally reckless nature. These glimpses into their relationship highlighted the strain Sonny's infidelity placed on his marriage to Sandra. While Lucy wasn't a central figure driving the plot forward, her presence added a layer of complexity to Sonny's character. It hinted at the internal struggles brewing beneath the surface of the powerful Corleone family. Jeannie Linero, the actress who brought Lucy Mancini to life, preferred to keep her personal life private. Beyond her acting credits, details about her life are somewhat limited. She appeared in various film and television projects throughout her career. Sadly, Jeannie Linero passed away in 2005. There are no public reports of a tragic passing, and the cause of death remains unavailable. Despite the limited information surrounding Jeannie Linero herself, her contribution to The Godfather cannot be ignored. Through her portrayal of Lucy Mancini, she offered a glimpse into the personal lives of the Corleones, adding depth and nuance to the film's exploration of family, loyalty, and the consequences of power.